Hey folks, welcome back once again. I'm Steve K, yours truly, here with more videos. And the next one with our NFL video, this time we're going to be moving on to the division playoffs. We've already done our wild card ones, which went out pretty well as well. I hope all your favorite teams won. There were some pretty exciting games too. Now let's move on to the division. But before we do that, I got a crap load of Skype guests on here. We have Mr. Rodney1279 who's playing with his phone.
Hey Steve, this is my phone right here.
Oh.
This is my pad.
Oh, okay. Pad, tablet, whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it's not too bad.
Right. Yeah. Next we have Mr. Tim McClellan.
Hello everybody, how you doing? I got a phone and I have a pad, so hey, I'm used to it.
Yeah. We have JVD.
Hold on a second. I want you to see me. Now you see me. Hey.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah. We have Garrison Newkirk who's looking at something in his hand. I have no idea what it is. Oh, okay.
You didn't see nothing.
I like the toss at the end.
Yeah.
You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing.
Then we have Ben
This
Mason,
is my little
BJMTV Canada as well. Yeah, you're doing fun. And we have Alex Panter.
Where's that?
And Justin Bolton. And we lost him. Oh well.
Oh God.
Okay then.
That was great.
Well, let's get on with...
Fort Elliott in Calumet City. Wow.
What's that?
That's cold.
Okay, I don't know. Rodney is apparently freezing his butt off. I don't know what happened there.
It's cold down here in East Texas.
Let's see what you got, Tim.
Yo, Tim, why don't you just pay the referees off? They help Dallas. They can probably help you in your house.
Very funny.
Currently, I have 28 degrees here.
What the hell? Are we doing weather? Are we doing the Weather Channel? I can do the Weather
That's
Channel.
exactly what I was saying. Now we're on the Weather Channel. Now here's JVD with traffic.
Right now, to the shoulder.
Texas.
The Vine Street Expressway right now. There's a pretty big backup after that one crash, which looks like a, motor vehicle. It looks like it's a truck. Whoa, truck blocking the left two lanes.
Okay then.
There's my weather.
41.
41 degrees here in East Texas.
Wow.
It's 28 here in Prospect Park.
You want to know how many degrees it is here in our area?
Freezing.
Too.
It's cold as hell. That's your degrees.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like it. I like it.
Okay then, I think we're done with the weather now. Let's move on to now with Tim with sports. Yeah.
Well, actually, we're kind of getting into that right now with our divisional playoff picks.
Right. All right. Now, let's go back a little bit to the wild card. Let's take a trip back to that, shall we? Now, our first one was between, well, of course, we had the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals as well. Now, for this one, I gave my prediction, said that the Panthers would get this one, and I believe Tim did as well, but Marty Bengal, who's with us, or Matthew Bengal, whatever his name is, decided to go with the Cardinals as well. Well, he did for them to get the win, but however, the Panthers were successful, 27-16 in that one. And then we had a pretty exciting game between the Dallas Cowboys and Detroit Lions in Dallas, which wound up being a pretty close one, but still, Dallas pulled it off with a 24-20 victory.
Yeah, but that was also a controversial win too.
Well, yes, that too. I forgot that, but still, close one. Then the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Colts, in which I pretty much said the Bengals, I believe, but I was wrong, and the Colts got it 26-10. They move on, and finally, the Ravens and the Steelers in Pittsburgh with an amazing interception by Terrell Suggs, where he keeps it right between his knees from hitting the ground, and they still win it 30-17. What a game!
Hey, T-Sizzle is still T-Sizzle.
Yes, Ball So Hard University. Now let's move on to the games. Let's start with the NFC first. The Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Now, of course, the Seattle Seahawks are the defending Super Bowl champions who beat the Denver Broncos. Now, I'm not going to get into like Super Bowl predictions yet because we're going to wait a little bit for that. But I see this pretty much, for me, plain and simple, as a victory for the Seahawks for this one. The Panthers are a great team and stuff. They had a good season, but I don't see them getting past the Seahawks. I see the Seahawks winning with a score of 30-23.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there, Steve. Seahawks, they're going to be pretty much rested. Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, Richard Sherman, all those guys are going to be ready. And Carolina's had it pretty good so far, but going into that place, it can be pretty tough. But some people do forget, my team went up to Seattle a couple months ago and they beat the hell out of them. I mean, and well, the game actually told more than the scoreboard did. But I say Carolina is a little bit uneasy right now. I'm definitely going to go with the Seahawks in this one. I say the final score will be 28-24.
Okay.
Okay. So, I took physics as my class last semester, and I learned about newtons. My teacher, being awesome, had a funny way of describing newtons. He says it could be any type of newtons, you know, Fig Newtons, Cam Newtons, you know.
I wish I was your teacher.
My teacher was funny.
Yeah.
And you know, that was a blast for me, just to know that I can, do that. This game, you're right though. Carolina is uneasy, and that's going to be their downfall, I think, in the end of it. If you're looking at how Carolina's been running, they had a good game against Arizona, but still, you're going up against a team that can pretty much powerhouse you whenever they need to. Their defense is strong, their offense is strong. You got Russell Wilson, and you got, of course, Richard Sherman. You're going to be having a bad day. I really think so. I'm going to say 28-21 Seattle takes it.
Okay.
Anyone else want to give a prediction here?
Yeah, Seattle's a good Super Bowl team. Got nothing more to say. I think it's going to be Seattle, but I think they're going to beat the Carolina Panthers a little more by about 2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. And I guess that's it for that. If anybody else has a prediction, feel free to say something. But all right. Let's move on to this one. I'm going to save the others just for the rest, but let's go to the AFC and let's go to Denver, the Colts, and the Broncos. Now, yeah, it's Peyton Manning's former team, the Indianapolis Colts, facing him, and in a way, I kind of miss him, playing for the Colts, but he's doing a very good job with the Broncos, and why not? I mean, it's Peyton Manning, he's a great quarterback. I have nothing bad to say against him. Not even his brother Eli Manning is good too, but it's the Broncos, and they're a really good team, and they got great players on there, and including Wes Welker, and yeah, I don't see really a reason for me to go for the Colts in this one. I'm definitely going for Broncos just because it's Peyton Manning, yeah, but Andrew Luck is great too. He did very well against the Bengals. He's a great player, but still I don't think it's going to be enough. I still think the Broncos will take it. 33-27.
So you're saying it's going to be a rematch again for them in the Super Bowl, right?
Well, I'm not sure about that, but you never know. It may be or may not be.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I agree with you. I've always called Peyton Manning. I've always called Andrew Luck. I always called him Peyton Manning Jr. because it's almost like Peyton Manning never left the way that Andrew Luck has been playing here lately. But
Yeah.
he's still got a few more years to go. But I'm sure he'll make a great career of it. And the Broncos, they're at home, and I really can't say much more about this game. I say the Broncos will take this. They'll go back to the AFC Championship game. I'm going to call this game 27-23.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm thinking that they have a shot. I really do think Denver has a shot to go back to the AFC Championship game. However, I'm actually going to go against you two.
Ooh.
I think
Wow.
Indianapolis has a shot. Andrew Luck can do some pretty amazing things
Wow.
if needed.
Okay.
So, in the end of it, I mean, that game is going to be nowhere near a blowout. That game is going to be extremely close. I do see maybe Andrew Luck and the Colts getting lucky and winning it 24-21.
By a field goal.
Watch me be completely wrong.
Well, we'll see about that prediction. Alright. Now we got just two more left. Now, let's move on to this one. The battle in Lambeau Field. Cowboys and Packers.
Fuck the Packers. That's why I say Packers going to lose. And the only reason why I'm going to say they're going to lose is because I don't like them. They don't deserve to be in the tournament in a story.
Damn.
We'll see about that. Well, alright. Well, here's the deal. I mean, I found out today Aaron Rodgers of the Packers has got some kind of injury, and like a torn muscle or something like that he has, but that's pretty much not going to stop him from playing against the Cowboys in Lambeau Field. And I mean, this is a matchup between two great teams. I mean, you know, with the Cowboys, they put up a 12-4 record, and I discussed this with Tim before, and we both pretty much thought that they weren't going to put up that much of a record like that. I mean, I pretty much expected like 9-7 or 10-6, but I mean, you know, Aaron Rodgers is great too, and Jordy Nelson as well around with them, but oh boy, this is a tough one here for me, but I'm going to take a shot at this one, and I'm going to go with the Packers. As much...
You're breaking my heart.
I know that's a big one to Rodney, unfortunately, because he's a Bears fan, but they always had a big rivalry. Yeah, but I do have to go with the Packers just because they're at home, it's Lambeau Field, and it's Aaron Rodgers and not Tom Brady, Tony Romo, excuse me, and I just think the Packers are going to pull it off. I say with a score by a field goal, by a deciding one, 37-34.
Yeah. But I will say this about the Packers. I think the Packers got a healthy team. I will say that. And
Well,
what else can I say about the Packers? No drug problems on that team whatsoever. No issues.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm gonna put my pride aside, and I'm gonna say they have a chance at it, but only a slight one.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. This game scares the hell out of me.
Uh-huh. I know.
Aaron Rodgers, that man that he is. And he's got that little problem, but I don't think it's going to be much of a problem come game time. Because we saw him get carted off the field that one game. I think it was last week. Got carted off, but then came back. He finished what he started. They won that game. And everybody's already calling this game Ice Bowl 2. I don't think any of us in here were alive back then. It was 1967. And the game time temperature was like minus 20 with a wind chill factor of minus 40.
What city was this?
It was in Green Bay.
That almost sounds like Chicago.
Almost.
Yeah, it was in Green Bay, 1967. It will be cold. I think I heard the game time temperature for this game will probably be about 8 degrees above zero.
Whoa.
Oh my God,
So,
damn.
Wow.
Yeah, it is
You've
going
gotta
to
be
be
kidding me.
a cold one. And even though this does not look good for my Cowboys, I say it will be a field goal to decide this game, but it will be a field goal from the foot of Dan Bailey. The Cowboys will take this one. This will be a high-scoring game. I will call it 27-24. Cowboys take it, but as I said, I really don't quite feel comfortable about it.
Right.
High scoring, that's debatable. It could be high scoring, it could not be high scoring. Depends on how Tony Romo and Aaron Rodgers do. However, I'm going to admit this. I'm still thinking about that controversial call. But in the end, still, Tony Romo also did what he needed to do. But at the same time, so did Aaron Rodgers. He was not going to give up. You said it yourself. He carded himself. He was carded out, but came back. How the hell you can manage to go through that is beyond me. Okay?
Because he's a bad man.
That's true. Yes, sir, officer, sir. This is going to be one of those games that I'm going to sit there and watch and probably in disbelief for about 35 minutes and wonder what the hell did I do wrong to deserve. In the end, I do think it's going to work out, and this is going to be one of those great games that you're going to just want to see, and it'll probably make SportsCenter over and over and over and over again. I do think that the winning team, unfortunately though, Tim, I'm going to have to take Green Bay on this one. But the reason why I'm taking Green Bay is a pretty legitimate one. Not only are they home, but Dallas has not dealt with temperatures that Green Bay has. The climate is different in those two cities and those two stadiums. So that kind of puts Green Bay at a significant advantage.
Good point.
If you're looking at everything that's happened with those, I totally think that, Aaron Rodgers and the rest of the Green Bay Packers are going to take this one. For that main reason. If you're looking at a quarterback matchup, it's going to go either way. But I'm basing my pick not only on the teams, but also on the conditions of the field during gameplay, or before the game as well. So I'm going to say that the Green Bay Packers do win the game. However, it's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a really close game. Like Tim said, I'm going to say it does come down to a field goal, like Tim says, 24-21 Green Bay.
That's interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
No, well, Green Bay is a good team. You have to hand it to them.
Yep. I think your mic is muted, Tim. Can't hear you.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
So we got Steve and JVD going for Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for Dallas. Of course, Rodney's going for Dallas because he just don't like Green Bay.
Right.
Okay.
Just because I have to.
Right.
Yep. If I can remember.
It's like an unwritten rule. Like if they're in the same division as you are, it's kind of an unwritten rule. So.
Yeah.
Well, kind of like in Steve's case with the Ravens playing against the Steelers.
Gotta tell y'all a story about Green Bay,
Sure.
about the Green Bay fans.
Sure.
I went, and it's the truth. I went to the NASCAR race, and the Green Bay fans are very secretive about them being Green Bay fans when they come to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
They're very secretive about it because they don't want the Chicagoans to get upset with them. So they're very quiet. I remember one time a lady from Green Bay was in the audience. She came to the stadium and was cheering for Green Bay while she was in our stadium. And they put the camera on her the whole damn time. Man, I was like, get that camera off that Green Bay Packer fan. And then, not only that, the Green Bay fans are so, they really have a strong fan base. Their fan base is so strong that the women, well, I'm going to get my nails done. I got my nails done today, green and gold, because I did it for Green Bay. And I'm not lying to you. I talked to the women who be there. I'll tell you, I got my nails for, and at the time, it was for Brett Favre. I got the nails done for Brett Favre.
Goodness.
He's just the cream of my crop.
Oh, there's that laugh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought that was great.
Yeah, it was. I like that.
Okay. Let's move on, shall we? All right.
Oh.
Excuse me. Deep breath. All right.
You caught up with, you thought that joke was funny, Steve, didn't you?
Yeah, me going. All right, gotta get serious now. Gotta focus on this last one.
Okay.
All right, here we go. The final one: the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots in Foxborough. Oh Lord! Now, I know you all can tell by my hat and my stuff and everything I have on. It's Purple Friday.
Yes.
But this is a pretty serious game. I mean, not only is Tim nervous about his game, I am as well. And I mean, very. And I'll tell you why. I mean, here's the deal. When we won against the Steelers, that was great. That was a great game. We pretty much embarrassed Roethlisberger. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Steelers. I used to be back in the day, but not anymore. We knocked him out, and he was complaining that he was dizzy, so they had to bring in Bruce Gradkowski to take over. Still not
Good.
enough.
I don't feel sorry for him.
Yeah. Can't stand him.
Yeah.
So, he is a good quarterback, though, but I can't stand him. Anyway, but we got into the playoffs as a wild card, and we got lucky. The Kansas City Chiefs won against the Chargers, and we got in, and the Chargers went out. Now, we're traveling to Foxborough to face Tom Brady and his Brady Bunch. And I cannot stand the Patriots. I really cannot. But this game just worries me. It really does. And why are you going to say? Because as much as I hate to do this, I'm going with the Patriots.
Yeah, the Patriots are a very tough team.
I mean, I know that this could be a shock to you all, but I mean, we had a great season and stuff, but I just don't see us winning this one, because this is going to be a tough one. Flacco has been perfect in the playoffs. He hasn't thrown an interception, but I wish he could keep it up still. But I kind of think that it's going to be a close game, I think, but I don't think that we could do it. I think it's going to be the Broncos and the Patriots in the AFC Championship, but I'm going with the Patriots once again with a final score of 30-27. But however, I hope my prediction is wrong.
I hope so too, Steve.
I hope so.
Well, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What is the weaknesses of your team?
The weaknesses?
Yeah, what are some of the weaknesses that they need to strengthen themselves in order to win this game against the Patriots?
Just do the best they can. I mean, that's really all I can say. Like, just find your open man, find Torrey Smith or Steve Smith Sr., or get some room for Forsett so he can run the ball, or just do the best you can. That's all I can say. And just do what you did against the Steelers and embarrass Tom Brady as well. That's all I can say. But
it's a tough one. I don't have a good prediction on those two teams.
Right.
Those are both two good teams. And I know the Patriots, they've been around before.
Yeah.
I'm just clueless on this one.
Okay.
This one I don't know.
Okay. Undecided's fine.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing you're thinking, Steve. Back about 5-10 years ago, these Baltimore Ravens had probably the best defense in the whole league.
Yeah, I mean, all them players you had.
Those guys. I mean, of course, led by the great Ray Lewis, who hopefully will be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame very soon, and rightfully so.
For sure, yes.
Tom Brady and the Patriots, I mean, yeah, we say they're overrated. We say that people talk about that team so much, but hey, there's a reason why they do it. Because they're that good. I'm going Patriots here. I'm going to say it's going to be a close one here. I say 27-24. But don't tell anybody I'll be pulling for the Ravens myself.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Baltimore
Go ahead.
or New England?
Yep. As much as I hate to do it, but I have to.
Yeah, I understand what you did, and I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, well.
I'm always going to think that New England is overrated. And I'll be honest with you, I do think that Tom Brady's going to have a great game, even though he's an overrated quarterback anyway.
Yeah, sure.
I'm actually going to go with, believe it or not, the funny thing is, though, Patriots I think are favored, but I'm going to go with Baltimore on this one.
Ooh.
I'm going Baltimore, 27. It's either going to be 27-24 or 27-21.
Ooh.
Out of those two, I'm not sure.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, and that just wraps it up. That's it for that.
Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that wraps up the picks, but I was thinking maybe we could talk about a little something else while we're all here.
What's that?
Some of you know they gave out the final nominees for the Pro Football Hall of Fame next year.
Ah, okay.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I read that.
Yes, I have, and I have the list here in front of me.
All right, that should be good.
I got it on BleacherReport.com, which is a pretty good sports website. I'll just list off these players, and maybe you guys give me a yay or nay on it.
Okay.
Okay, first one. Now these. The first one is Morton Anderson. He was a long-time place kicker. I think he played for 21, 22 years.
Yeah.
He played for the Saints, the Falcons, the Chiefs, the Giants, and the Vikings.
That one is undecided for me.
Same.
Yeah. He was a field goal kicker, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 50-50 one for me. I'm very undecided on that, but I have to look over his stats a little bit, so that's a question mark for me.
Yeah, I'd probably have to agree with that. I mean, place kickers don't get as much attention for Hall of Fame, but look at what happened this past year. Ray Guy got in finally.
Yeah. Okay.
The next name on my list, I am giving him a definite thumbs up.
Okay.
The Bus, Jerome Bettis.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed, Tim.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you a thumbs up as well, because the guy's got, close to 100 rushing touchdowns or something like that, or whatever he's got. Even though he played for the Steelers and stuff, but he was a great player, he really was, so I give that a thumbs up, yes.
Yeah, and of course, before he played for the Steelers, he played for the Los Angeles / St. Louis Rams, so he was one of the characters who moved from Los Angeles to St. Louis.
And just to throw in, they could be moving back to Los Angeles next season, that's just a possibility. But
yeah, that's what I hear. Okay, now
Jerome Bettis.
yes.
Sorry, Jerome Bettis for me. I think so.
yeah. Next.
He's a tank.
Next name on the list. This guy's been on the list for a few years. Wide receiver Tim Brown played for the Raiders.
Okay.
I'll give him a qualified thumbs up.
Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure on Tim Brown. I mean, the guy was a great player, and I mean, didn't really watch him play that much because, I mean, he was a good player, but I'm not too sure. I'm not sure about his stats. Like, how many receiving touchdowns does he have? Does anybody know?
Not sure.
Okay. Let me see. Forget it. I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna have to give him a thumbs down because I don't think he was a great player, but that's my opinion. But my opinion could be wrong, but that's me.
I'm a little bit undecided myself.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, he was a good player, though, but if I can give him credit for it.
Okay. Who's next?
Next on the list is a head coach for the Chargers, Don Coryell. I think he was. I'd probably say he was the head coach of the Chargers back in the 70s or 80s or something. Don't know much about him, so I can't give a decision.
I don't know that much about that guy. I really do not, so I'm just gonna have to say undecided, I guess. So.
I don't know.
Yeah. Next.
Okay, next name we have here is it was the awesome running back Broncos when they changed their uniforms. Terrell Davis.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Terrell Davis, the running back.
Yep, I remember that guy. Yeah, he was pretty good. I mean, in my opinion, no, he was good and stuff, but not pretty much as good as Walter Payton, you know, or a couple others that are pretty much in there. But for me, he has my vote. I give him a thumbs up.
I agree. He was a good player, and personally, I think he was a good gentleman. He was a good guy off the field.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, why the hell not give him a thumb up? You know?
Yeah. He's a teammate of John Elway, and he's a good player. Yeah, here I got his stats up. Yeah, 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and 60 career rushing touchdowns. Only 60. Well, he still has my vote.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Alright, the next one is another former NFL head coach. He was the coach of the Buccaneers and for the Colts.
Tony
You now
Dungy.
see him on. Yep, you now see him on Sunday nights. Tony Dungy.
Tony Dungy. I want to say yeah. I want to say thumbs up. He was a good coach, and personally, I think he actually deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Let me look up his stats. 139 career wins and 69 losses. Yeah, that number, sorry. And, a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and of course I always remember him as the coach of the Colts, for sure. Yeah, he has my vote as well. Yeah, thumbs up to Tony Dungy, for sure.
Yeah, I think I'd give him a nod. I mean, there's like 3 coaches on this list, and we've already said Coryell. I don't. We'll give Dungy a vote in. And the next player here, defensive end and linebacker Kevin Green. He played for the Rams, the Steelers, the Panthers, and 49ers. Some of you may remember he even took a stint in wrestling for the old WCW.
Oh, God.
Actually, I did not know that.
I did.
Yeah, that was him. I think it was him and Steve McMichael who
Yep.
kind of came into WCW at the same time.
Yep, Steve Mongo McMichael, yep.
Kevin Green. I mean, let me look him up.
I have it up here.
Okay.
A 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first team All-Pro selection, 160 career sacks, 5 interceptions, and 3 defensive touchdowns. That's a lot of sacks.
Yeah.
Played from 1985 to 1999. That's a pretty good year. I don't really know a whole lot about the guy because I never really seen him play that much, but he has a lot of sacks, which is a lot. So I'm gonna have to give this guy a thumbs up and say yes. I'm gonna take a shot with that.
I think he deserves it. Because that's a lot of friggin' sacks, and he is a friggin' tank.
Yeah.
Do you have that much in the sack department? I think so.
Okay.
I remember. I think I was watching tapes of him in games. His wife at the time, or I guess if he's still married to her, like before the game, she'd be just pounding on his shoulder pads so hard, getting him fired up. You know. Now, I'll kind of give Kevin Green a thumbs up in there.
All right.
Now, this next person definitely deserves my vote.
Okay.
Charles Haley.
Charles Haley.
Defensive end. Played for the 49ers, and he was one of the main parts for that Cowboys defense of the 90s.
Ah. There you go. A 5-time Pro Bowler, 2 all-time Pro, a 5-time Super Bowl champion, 5 rings, that's pretty impressive, and 100.5 career sacks, just over 100, and 2 interceptions and 8 fumble recoveries. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you, Tim. I'll give him a thumbs up as well. That's pretty impressive.
Yep. And we got
And another
thumbs up for JVD.
Alright, and who's next?
Alright, I'm trying to add Marty to the call now. If we can even get him in here.
We got 8 people on here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think so.
We could try.
Yeah.
I can't promise anything.
Here we go.
There he is. Oh, there he is. Someone else got him.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay. Alright, next name on the list is the longtime wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts, Marvin Harrison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now this is the guy that came along before Reggie Wayne and T.Y. Hill.
Yep.
In fact, I think Reggie Wayne did play a couple of years with Harrison on the back end of his career, though.
Yeah, I think so, when he was just getting started.
Still filming?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah. Welcome, Marty.
I'll give Marvin Harrison a thumbs up.
What are we doing? The divisional playoff?
Yeah, we already set our predictions, but after we're done with our Hall of Fame picks, I think you can give your picks if you want, or if you want to do it now. Or...
You know what? I'll do it now. Let me just get my fill up. Well, I certainly know we're gonna win tomorrow against the Patriots.
Well, you would have been shocked with me. I mean, I went against them, unfortunately, but I said I hope my prediction is wrong. So.
You did what?
I'm sorry, but I'm hoping my prediction is wrong.
Yeah, Helen.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good
I'm
sign.
at home. I just found out from Sam she'll be able to go ahead. She's making it tomorrow, not tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, because her hours were cut sudden notice. I was like, okay. She's like, trust me, I'll make sure I have everything ready to go, and she'll be leaving tomorrow morning. She should be here at least probably...
Let me just...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, back to your thing on Marvin Harrison, just to go back to that, 128 career receiving touchdowns and a 8-time Pro Bowler. He definitely has my vote as well, so yes.
Ooh.
I guess JVD must be on the phone.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want to give your predictions, Marty, you can, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Patriots are #1 seed. We are 6th seed. We won 5 straight playoff games dated January 3 years ago. Flacco's 10-4 in the postseason. 2-1 record against Patriots. Brady's 18-8, but he's 4-5 since Flacco joined. This is going to be a very close game, but I still think we're going to win 24-20.
Okay.
That's what I think. Panthers, Seahawks, on the other hand, they still have Cam Newton. pretty much seals the deal there. But I mean, Formula Seattle's success is again run over around you on offense and lead on the Legion of Boom to lock you down on defense. The Seahawks' currently 6-game win streak includes the LOB, holding opponents to just 6.5 points per game. I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to win this one 26-18.
Okay.
Next one is the NFC wildcard between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm.
While Sunday's NFC Divisional playoff matchup between the Cowboys and Packers will be considered Ice Bowl 2 with temperatures reading a toasty 19 degrees.
Toasty.
Toasty! Sorry.
The Packers unleash his heel as he gets the rush, where they allow nearly 120 yards a game. So depending on the health of DeMarco Murray, who continues to produce despite a busted arm, the Cowboys' ground and pound will once again take center stage. Now, over the past 5 games, Tony Romo has done incredible. An average of 256 passing yards with 14 touchdowns and only 1 interception.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is going to come down to the wire here, but when it comes to it, I think the Packers are going to win this one by a score of 26-24.
Mm.
Next, last but not least, the Colts and the Broncos. We beat Broncos a couple years ago. We beat the Colts a couple years ago. So, either way, Andrew Luck has been in the NFL 3 years. Each season has reached the playoffs. In his rookie campaign, Colts lost to us. Last year, Indy trailed 28 at home to Kansas City, but then rallied to victory. The next week, Luck's horseshoe rusted as they fell to the Patriots on the road. This year, Indy defeated Cincinnati at home and somehow, and now must travel to Denver. If the Broncos want to not only make it back to the Super Bowl, but avenge their blowout loss, defense is the key. The 4 playoff games, Denver's played with Manning as their quarterback. They are 0-2 when the opposing team scores more than 20 points, 2-0 when they don't. The regular season, Denver's defense is 9th against the passing, about 225 yards per game, and 2nd against the run, 79 point, about 80 yards per game. As mentioned, the Colts have the best passing offense this year of over 300 yards per game. However, the last 2 road games regular season, Luck threw for an average of 135 yards. He also threw a total of 6 total receptions in the last 5 games. The Colts also rushed for only 54 yards on 14 carries, about 4 yards per attempt. But Luck threw for 370 yards and 2 touchdowns where the 2 teams met way back in week 1. But I still think Peyton Manning has a chance. I think Denver's going to top this one out 28-25.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Let me shake your hand, Rodney.
What's up, man?
What's up?
All right. Now back to our Hall of Fame picks and get this done too.
All right.
We're just on Marvin Harrison. So who's next?
Yeah, we gave a thumbs up to Marvin Harrison, another former head coach.
Again.
And you'll notice a big smile on my face.
I think I know where you're going with that.
It's the man, the very man, who coined the phrase, "How about them Cowboys?" Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Hairdo himself, Jimmy Johnson.
Well, hell yeah. Thumbs up all the way.
2 thumbs up.
Yes.
Not the fact that he was just a coach, but he's one of the best I think that they have in the NFL on Fox.
I mean,
Duh.
I mean, think about it.
And I'm not talking about the fucking driver either.
Exactly.
That's good one.
I mean, think about it. He came in 1989. Cowboys went 1-15 that year. And then just 3 years later, they win a Super Bowl. And then the very next year, they win a Super Bowl again. And I hate to bring it up, Garrison Newkirk. Yeah.
And then the year after that, they won a Super Bowl too.
Yeah, those 2 wins were against the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, especially Super Bowl. No, never mind. It wasn't Super Bowl 25. But the Bills lost that one too.
Yeah, it was Super Bowl 27 and 28.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and then after they won their second Super Bowl, Jerry Jones did what I think is the dumbest thing he ever did. He let go of Jimmy Johnson.
Yep.
Because if he would have kept Jimmy Johnson, there's no telling how good that team back in the 90s could have done.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you say you already got, well, Charles Haley, as we mentioned before, he was a member of that 90s defense for the Cowboys. And look at how many guys from that 90s team are in the Hall of Fame now. Got Troy Aikman, the quarterback.
Emmitt Smith.
The running back. Michael Irvin, the wide receiver.
Uh-huh.
Deion Sanders.
Yep.
He was still part of that team.
Yep. Prime time.
So, like I said, Jimmy Johnson, 2 thumbs up.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay, that was pretty easy.
Okay. All right, next on the list is the All-Pro safety from the Buccaneers and the Broncos, John Lynch.
Oh, yeah. Remember that guy? Gotta get his stats up to look at him. Let me see. Where's that guy at? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Well, I do remember the guy. I remember he played, for the Buccaneers for a good while. 93 to 2003 it is that. 10 seasons. Well, 9-time Pro Bowler. 97, 98, 2000, and so on. 1,000 career tackles. 1,058. And 26 career interceptions, and this guy is a strong safety.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, 9-time Pro Bowler is pretty good, and 4-time All-Pro, and a Super Bowl champion with Buccaneers.
Yep.
Well, for me, this guy gets a thumbs up from me, because he's been to the Pro Bowl 9 times, got over 1,000 tackles. So, yeah, he's got my vote.
I'll give him a thumbs up. He was one of those hard-hitting guys that you just had to have on your team, and
Yeah.
I'll give him a vote. I'll give him a nod. I tip my hat to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, next name on the list here is
And a thumbs up in JVD. Okay, next.
thumbs up for JD. Thank you very much. Okay, next name on this list is offensive tackle Orlando Pace. Played with the Rams for a lot of years, and then played with the Bears.
The Bears.
The
The Bears.
Bears. Orlando Pace. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I know offense linemen don't get much attention, but
Yeah.
then you think, oh yeah, I forgot. there was another great player from the Cowboys team of the 90s, Larry Allen. He got into the Hall of Fame a couple of years ago.
Right, that guy. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Orlando Pace, I'm not sure.
He won a Super Bowl with the Rams in 2000.
mm-hmm. Seven-time Pro Bowler as well. Started 169 games and played in them and started 165. Recovered 7 fumbles. This one's a question mark for me. I'm undecided on this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty much undecided too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said about offensive tackles, don't get much attention or whatever, but yeah, this one's a question mark for me.
Yeah. This one is a question mark.
Okay, the next name on the list is a contributor finalist. He's not really an athlete, but I say he gave a great contribution to the NFL. I'd have to say Bill Polian.
Huh.
He was a general manager for the Chiefs, the Bills, the Panthers, and most recently with the Colts.
Fortunately, the name is not familiar to me.
Nope.
So.
You can find him sometimes on NFL Insiders on ESPN.
Huh.
Yeah. He's a question mark for me. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Next.
Right, the next name on the list is the great linebacker gone, but will never be forgotten.
Oh, I know who it is. Junior Seau.
Junior Seau.
Yes.
Yes.
I give him 2.
Let me see his stats real quick.
Yes.
Alright.
It is.
12-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Yep.
1,849 career tackles, 56 career sacks, 18 interceptions. In the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, oh hell yeah, for Junior Seau.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
2 thumbs up.
Yes.
2 thumbs up.
Definitely. Okay.
Now I don't remember how he died though, but I knew it was
Suicide.
like suicide.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
It's too bad.
It's very it's very sad and unfortunate, especially when you go through that, and you know, when you're an NFL player too, and when you go through that, I mean, it's very upsetting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I'd definitely give him my vote there.
For sure.
Next is offensive guard for the Kansas City Chiefs, Will Shields.
Never heard of him, unfortunately. I haven't.
Let's see.
I'm not familiar with him either.
Let's see. Will Shields. He was. Let me see here. I don't really.
Yeah, same here.
I'm trying to look up his stats here. But
What was the name again?
Will Shields.
Will Shields.
Will Shields.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know where to look up.
Here we go.
NFL.com.
I got it.
Played from 1993 to 2006 with the Kansas City Chiefs.
12-time Pro Bowler, though.
Ooh.
Played 224 games and started 223.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll say.
Well, 93 to 2006, that's a pretty good while, 13 years, but,
Yeah.
he could or he could not, but I'm gonna have to leave it as undecided.
Yeah, same here.
But that's tough,
Yeah, that is.
Alright.
especially when it comes to guards or tackles, so.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay, the only member of the senior finalists from the old days would be the former Viking center, and I hope I pronounced his name correctly, Mick Tingelhoff.
Let me see.
I don't even know how to spell
Now
that.
you probably
I've never.
Tingelhoff.
Never heard of him.
That's going back. That's going back to the old days.
Unfortunately, I never heard of him.
I've never heard of him.
Well, let's move on to this guy who you have heard of.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah.
And interestingly enough, the only quarterback on this list,
And I know who it is.
I believe so too.
Kurt Warner.
Definite thumbs up. That's a definite thumbs up.
The grocery bag boy, huh?
Yep, grocery bag boy. Who I know he played in the Arena Football League for a little while.
Yeah. The Iowa Barnstormers and the Amsterdam Admirals, according to his stats.
He also played in NFL Europe,
Yep.
which of course no longer exists anymore.
Yep. And of course, the Rams from '98 to 2003.
2004 with the Giants.
And the Cardinals.
But he only kept the seat warm for Eli Manning when they drafted him from Ole Miss.
That's true. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the Super Bowl champion against Titans. Remember that game very well, too.
Oh, yeah.
A four-time Pro Bowler in '99, 2000, 2001, 2008. 208 career touchdowns and 128 interceptions, though. It's kind of a lot, though, to me. Curtis Eugene Warner. That's his full name. First quarterback to throw 3 touchdown passes in each of his 3 games, most yards passing in a playoff game, 1,156 in 2008, and holds the top 3 passing records for Super Bowl games. I don't know, but this is a tough one for me. But if I'm gonna take a shot at this one, I'm gonna say for Kurt Warner, I'll say yes.
Yeah, I say yes as well.
But, however, I want to throw out another name on there that's not in the Hall of Fame yet. And, in my opinion, I think he kind of should make it. And this may be a bad decision, but I think the guy was a great quarterback. But he also played for the Ravens. Vinny Testaverde.
Doesn't come to mind.
Well, he was one of the first Raven quarterbacks.
I can't give a nod to Vinny. I mean, yeah, he was great, but it seemed like he jumped around he was like a journeyman quarterback for a while, and he was either didn't start very much, or he was back up and all that. I mean, no, I can't see Vinny going into the Hall, even though he was a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess no.
alright, well, one more name just to mention for, and was that the last one for 2015, Kurt Warner, or is there another?
Actually, the last name here is Ron Wolf, who worked as the general manager for the Raiders, Jets, Bucks, and Packers.
Not familiar with him for me.
Not familiar.
Sorry.
Not here either.
Okay.
That's question mark.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, alright, just another name to mention before we cut this. This guy was a quarterback as well, and I mean, his stats are pretty good. I'd like to see him make it, I really would, but it could be a question mark, but you never know. But this guy is unfortunately passed on as well. His name is Steve McNair.
Ooh.
borderline there for me.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he was pretty good.
I mean,
He was.
he played 2 seasons for the Ravens, 2006 and 7, 3-time Pro Bowler, and the then Houston Oilers and Tennessee Titans, and Tennessee Oilers, just to mention, but as he started in 95. But I mean, the guy was a great player, and when he passed, it was really tragic to me, especially when I heard about it, but I really would like to see him make it, but I know it's just a name I'm just mentioning, you know, so.
I would give it a thumbs up. I would.
Yeah.
I'd like to throw out one other name.
Okay.
Okay.
Daryl the Moose Johnston.
Moose.
Moose. Yeah, he played for the Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken.
If it wasn't for Daryl Johnston, then I really don't think Emmitt Smith would be the NFL's all-time leading rusher. Of course, he's on Fox Sports. He does games with Kenny Albert and Tony Siragusa.
The Goose, yeah, remember that guy.
Yeah.
Well, that guy's not Hall of Fame worthy, but he's just a player back then, I remember. But yeah. But I think that's it.
I don't think I have anything else to add. So
Nope.
we just let our picks go with our audience, and now the audience can debate for themselves.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, that'll do it. So, I'd like to thank everybody for joining me as well for this pretty long video, but it was worth it. but that'll do it. So thank you again, guys, once again. Appreciate it. Everybody as well, enjoy the games as well, and hope your favorite team wins as well, and enjoy the games too. Now, before we go as well, I'd like to say as well, before I sign off, I'd like to say little word, as well to Stuart Scott, the ESPN broadcaster or sportscaster that recently had passed away due to cancer, unfortunately. Yeah, so he was a great sportscaster and stuff, especially for his phrases, like booyah and everything else, and that other phrase as well, cool as the other side of the pillow. So take a moment to remember Stuart Scott, because the guy was great, and Sports Center, in my opinion, will not be the same without him, but that's the way I am. So yeah, so hugs and hand pounds, everybody. Enjoy the games. Thank you all again for watching. Enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, please, and I'll see you all with more videos. You all take care. Goodbye.
Yeah.